Yo, welcome back to the channel. Check it out, listen up, and like and share.
Remarkable in its own right, too. American household debt going past $16 trillion through the end of June for the first time ever. Driven by an increase in auto loans, credit card balances, and most of all, mortgage borrowing for your home. Dave Ramsey's a personal finance expert, author of the book Baby Steps Millionaires. Dave, it's good to see you again. Welcome here. This is your deal. You hate debt. You've been waging war against personal debt for decades. Dave, they're not listening to you.
Well, it's tight out there. Folks are really scared, and what this is a sign of is they're reacting poorly to the situation, because here's the thing, if you don't lower your lifestyle to be within your income, even given all the inflation and even all the pressures, I mean, I filled my truck up and about passed out yesterday. You know, it's real out there. But if you don't lower your income below your outgo, it's not sustainable. I mean, you can't just add credit card debt every year and not address this situation as an individual person. You can't do that. I mean, you can't keep borrowing like you're in Congress.
Yeah. Hasn't stopped them yet, though. Dave, as you mentioned, this credit card balance has increased by $46 billion. That's the largest seen by the Fed since 1999. Americans opened 233 million new credit card accounts, the most since 2008. That means they're looking for money. There's also a report out there, but with higher gas prices, you just mentioned gas, filling up your own car, that people are putting these gas prices on their credit card, which contributes to further debt. You agree with that?
Sure. I mean, that's a scary stat if we think about it, Bill. I mean, that's the largest credit card debt increase in 23 years. So that tells us that even in the crash of 2008, when real estate prices went down, stock market went down, it was a wilder time than now. Even then, people didn't turn to their credit cards like they are now. And so that's a scary stat. And banks, folks, you got to remember out there, these banks are not your friends. When someone says, hey, I'm here to help you at 28% or 18%, that is not your friend.
Mm-hmm. This stuns me. 61% of Americans, talking about 157 million American adults, are living paycheck to paycheck. Have you seen a number that high before? And Dave, and all the advice you give and the people you talk to, how do we change that?
You know, year in and year out, we run into the number 75, 78%, 76% of Americans are living with too much month left at the end of the money. And then dump a 9.6% inflation rate on top of that. That is, a lot of it is your gas tank, but a lot of it is also the milk and the bread and the things that the gas prices and labor prices have driven up in the stores. And now you've got regular families that were probably doing okay. They maybe were not. It's pushing them up over that. And so, yeah, it's pretty scary that even with good wage increases of 5%, that doesn't keep up with a 9.6% inflation rate.
Yeah,
so the Biden administration's got some real issues.
Mm-hmm. Just one last thing here, Dave, and I always ask you this question. You take calls from viewers all over the country every day. What are they telling you about the inflation crunch hitting them?
I think they're most concerned about the gas prices, honestly. We're hearing that pretty regularly, and the house prices. The good news is house prices are leveling off. We had a 29% increase in house prices in 2020. And in 21, we had a 18%. This year, it looks like we're going to be 7 or 8, and we're projecting in 23 only about a 3 or 4% increase in prices. So some of this debt is associated with mortgage debt going way up because house prices have gone up, and people are really worried about the real estate aspect of this.
So there's no doubt about it. America is in serious trouble, literally from all angles. And I don't know what the solutions are to many of these problems. I do have many ideas about many different aspects, but first thing we need to do is keep that conversation open, and please like and share this video.